Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sophie.
I'm Officer Bloke Aidan.
I'm Gaynor.
And today we thought we'd do a bit more comedy. Chris Rock, how not to get your ass kicked by the police.
Someone we haven't reacted to before based on comedy or anything.
No,
at all.
I've never seen any of Chris Rock's
I've seen a lot
comedy.
of Chris Rock, and he used to have a show in when
Chris
we were
Rock
in the
show?
States. It was actually called Everybody Hates Chris.
Really?
It was like a series.
Is it a bit like Everyone Hates Raymond?
Did Will Smith watch that one?
Probably, yeah. No, it was like a family show type thing where he looked after his kids, and I think he lived in like a predominantly white neighbourhood, and they were.
Get ya.
Yeah, but it was a good show. It was about 4 series, I think.
I didn't actually even know Chris Rock was a comedian.
Oh, you didn't?
I thought he was an actor.
Yeah.
Like I know him from like Grown Ups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought he was an actor. I didn't actually know he was a comedian.
No, he did quite a lot of stand-up comedy, and he was actually really funny. I really liked him, but I think quite a lot of the black community thought he was a bit too white. He was, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I think he
With
kind
his
of played.
jokes, or?
No, I think he just played it safe, where he didn't. He kind of did quite a lot of stand-up, but it wasn't. It was quite down from most black comedians, and I think the black community felt it was a bit too white. And
Yeah.
the white
Bit too
community,
white.
Yeah, and the white community felt he wasn't black enough type thing.
He
Yeah.
definitely doesn't look it.
No. Yeah, but he's very good.
Chris Rock, how to not get your ass kicked by the police.
People in the black community, myself, often worry that we might be a victim of police brutality. So, as a public service, the Chris Rock Show proudly presents this educational video.
I have a feeling that's not the music he's listening to in the car. It just doesn't really match at this point.
Have you ever been face to face with a police officer and wondered, is he about to kick my ass? Well, wonder no more. If you follow these easy tips, you'll be fine. First, obey the law. Laws were made for a reason. Think of them as hints. You've heard people say, man, I wouldn't do that shit if I was you. Well, here's some of that shit. Carjacking, armed robbery, arson, selling drugs, buying drugs, stabbing, shooting. You know, you probably won't get your ass kicked if you just use common sense. If you jump a subway turnstile, you might just get off with a warning from the police. But if you jump a turnstile carrying a loaded gun and smoking a joint, then maybe you need your ass kicked. We all know what happened to Rodney King, but Rodney wouldn't have got his ass kicked if he had just followed this simple tip. When you see flashing police lights in your mirror, stop immediately. Everybody knows, if the police have to come and get you, they're bringing an ass kicking with them.
All the cars just reversing away.
Here's a no-brainer. If you're listening to loud rap music, turn that shit off. Blasting fuck the police while you're getting pulled over by the police is just ignorant. When an officer approaches...
You know what? That's actually true, you know. I'm still convinced if, like, say I got pulled over or something, the police officer would feel like he has more of a job to do if I was listening to, like, a rap song or if I was listening to, like, Britney Spears.
I don't think it's rap music.
Taylor.
I think it's the volume. So if you play your music really loud and you can hear it outside the car, the police will pull you over because they say you can't hear a police siren or an ambulance or a fire truck if you've got your music that loud.
That's true.
I don't think it depends on the music, but
I reckon, like, in their head, it would probably be like, always listening to Britney Spears. You can't, like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you're saying. And also, if you were driving down the road with your hood up, you're more likely to get pulled over because they say if you've got to look over your shoulder, you can't see.
Yeah, so it's more about like following like the rules of the road kind of thing.
I understand what you're saying. There are certain situations where if you're playing loud music and you've got your hood up,
yeah,
and it's 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah. But I think the music you're listening to normally, like, not really, but it kind of like shows who you are as a person a little bit more.
See, I have a very, very varied.
Yeah,
range.
so do I.
So
That's
I
the
love
thing.
country music, but I also like rap music.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm the same. The only music I wouldn't listen to is like heavy metal, like screamo sort of music.
no, I don't like that. But
No.
I don't like classical music.
I don't
can get
really
classical.
like.
No, I can't stand
No.
classical music.
Because
I
you're
like
Like
Christmas.
opera music, you wouldn't listen to opera
No, I
music.
don't like opera, but I do like what's classed as like the black teenage music that, you know,
Yeah.
I do like it. When I'm driving down
Are you coming to work?
Eroding me whip.
Blacked out car.
Me
Hood
blacked
up.
out windows. Me Range Rover.
Music blasting.
Your car. Be polite.
Is there a problem, officer?
That's always the first thing you say,
And
isn't it?
stay in your car with your hands on the wheel.
What the fuck you want,
Unless you want your ass kicked. Want to give a friend a ride? Not so fast. Your friend might be crazy. Now, before you let your friend in your car, ask them these questions. Do you have a gun? Do you have drugs? Do you have any warrants? And in case you do get pulled over by the cops,
License and registration, please.
remind your friend to do this one thing. Shut the fuck up.
Don't give him shit! What the fuck you want?
If you have to give a friend a ride, get a white friend. A white friend can be the difference between a ticket and a bullet in the ass. Here's a tip you should never forget. If your woman is mad at you, leave her at home. Because a mad woman will say anything.
He got weed! He got weed!
If your woman is mad at you,
Right in
there's
your mouth.
nothing she'd like to see more than you getting your ass kicked.
That's right! Kicking his
Now let's review. Obey the law. Use common sense. Stop immediately. Turn that shit off. Be polite. Shut the fuck up. Get a white friend. And last but not least, don't ride with a mad woman. If you follow these simple pointers, you probably won't get your ass kicked by the police.
That was funny.
He's
Pretty self-explanatory,
yeah,
isn't it?
he is really funny, Chris Rock. I really like him.
I love it when they put like comedy into skits and stuff.
Yeah.
Though, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was good that. Yeah. I like it. Like, he just has like this like really good like these like facial expressions when he was telling it. I don't know. I can't explain
It's
it.
got one of
Like,
those, some people have got those faces that even when they're not happy, they look happy.
yeah, and that's him.
He's got one of those like
Like a
real,
golden retriever kind of
yeah,
face.
cheesy grins. Yeah, no, he's. We have to watch some more of his show because he's very, very funny.
He doesn't do that anymore, does he? Because I probably would have thought I'd seen
That
it.
looks quite old. That.
Yeah, it does as well.
No, I think he does still do stand up.
Does he?
Yeah, not as much as he used to, but I think.
You know what? Actually, probably yeah. Because I remember when he got hit by Will Smith.
Yeah.
He's like, I remember someone saying like, how he was talking about it on his next comedy show, stand-up show or something like that.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think what it is they start off as stand-up comedians.
Or he didn't talk about it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you start off as a stand-up comedian, you don't earn them, but you do the circuit, and then you get recognised, and so then you have your own show, and then from that you get offers for acting or if not producing, but for what do you call it?
Directing?
No, when you're hosting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
What was?
Yeah.
Do you reckon he was he a comedian before an actor then, or actor before a comedian?
No, he was definitely a comedian before he was an actor, and also, like I say, he had a sitcom based. Didn't run for very long, maybe 4 seasons, something like that. But it was quite funny.
Yeah. It's clearly done well for himself,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video as well. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.
And don't forget about the Patreon.
Gaynor will never let you forget.
$3 a month, just a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
We'll appreciate it
Bet.
very much if you just went and checked it out for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, catch you on the next one.
Yeah, bye.
Cheers.